Don't be alarmed, party people. We was on the way. Technology, y'all. Technology a funny thing. It's a difficult thing, but still we rise.
That's why he got me
Still
over here.
we rise. Still we rise. A little bit after 8 o'clock, but y'all know what it is, man. Y'all see what I got with me. Got my dog, old Melly Mel. What's up with you, my boy?
Man, nothing much, man. We had a great time this weekend anyway.
Man, what always good to fellowship. What up, Lisa?
Yes, sir.
Always good to fellowship with your people, man. Yeah, man. A time was had, man.
Yeah. Gotta let the party people know that we get in these streets every now and then, Mike Maceo. Gotta let the party people know we get in these streets every now and then.
I don't. I'm shy. I'm shy. I'm a very shy individual. And if
we got a nice little video of you singing your R&B song.
That's not me. That's not me.
I show them.
That's not me. So if y'all see that in my Instagram or Facebook stories, that's not me. That's the 1800 and the Hunch Punch and all that other stuff.
And you had your blast on either, Hollywood. Notice that though. You could have worn a black too. It was all black affair. You could have worn a black.
I did wear all black.
I mean, I know. I'm talking about you could have worn your black Hollywood glass. You could have been Hollywood.
You know what? I forgot. I'm supposed to always wear my glasses. Right. I didn't have them. I want thanking. I want thanking y'all. But yeah, we here. We're gonna help y'all out today because we're continuing. Everybody use path to the draft and all this stuff. We're just talking draft. So we talking DNs today. We're talking about the guys who can truly affect the game.
Yes, sir.
We know in Atlanta, where it's all these get this. You need a pass rusher.
Yeah, we do. We need one.
You need a pass rusher. And when I looked at this class, it's
funny.
It's a decent class. It's not like, to me, it's not no game like just a guy who gonna come in and just rip it up. I don't see that, but I mean, we don't know.
I don't know, but I will tell you this. Everybody know we do the top 5. We don't do 10 and 25. We do top 5. We try to give our best impression on the top 5. I can say this: the top 3. Feel real good about any order you want to put them in, kind of know where you might go. I was gonna try to say, can we have a caveat with one of the guys that's up there? But every boy is saying that he gonna be LB, DE, yeah. So I kind of know a little bit. I don't want to give too much away. But
yeah, I mean,
the top 3.
This the thing. Even with who everybody say the top 3, I don't like them. I don't see them as I'm trying to find the right word.
You do see them. I feel the word you want to, because I think I'm with you. They like more like projects. Everybody ain't just sticking out.
No. They're not projects. They're not projects.
They're not projects. Okay.
But they're so. I view this group kind of like couple of years ago that the draft where Clemson had the two had Christian Wilkinson and they had Cleveland Farrell. And Farrell went real high to the Raiders, and Cleveland Farrell is down there at the NFL now. Because so a lot of these guys, so this is what's tricky with DNs. Because what worked in college not gonna work in the NFL if you don't have multiple moves. And so it's 2 guys in particular that actually, once I started talking to a lot of my other people, I just took them off my list because everybody was saying that these guys are like one-trick ponies. Like, they're gonna get a rude introduction to the NFL because they're gonna think that they can just come in and just, like just put their head down or like try to get somebody that old weak swim move. And these tackles are just so athletic, and these quarterbacks are getting the ball out so fast. So if you're not a guy like, so just the way I'm looking at it right now,
Mm-hmm.
I don't see like I don't see like a Bosa. I don't
You
I
don't see
don't
what
think I don't think these guys and so and a lot of with Bosa. So a lot of it is gonna come down to where are these guys drafted and what system are we putting them in?
I got
That's
you.
gonna be real big because I think it's a consensus number one guy.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But I ain't really like I don't know how his skill set gonna translate, especially if he's taken by one of these
Seattle.
teams that's struggling. Now, if he go to Seattle, it's perfect.
Yeah, but get
Because
what I'm gonna tell you about that. I'm gonna tell you about that. You know, and everybody kind of probably know who we're doing before we go and get on in there. He got flashes of, and I'm gonna jump out there of Micah because I want to ask you.
no, he don't. No, he
I'm talking
don't.
about
No.
no. When you talking about far what
No,
speed?
okay.
Let me.
Me and you might be talking about two different people. I think we talking about two different people.
Oh, we could be talking about two different people.
I think we're talking about two different people. But if you're comparing who I think you're comparing to Michael Parsons, you wrong.
Okay, so
You super wrong.
I like his football IQ. I love his IQ. I love everything about it. For I like him. Yeah, you know who it is, Alabama guy. So I'm gonna tell you that's my one. That's
okay,
my one.
so let's get in there because he's not my one.
Okay.
He used to be my one, but he's not my one no more. But let's talk about it. You talking about Will Anderson?
Yes, yeah, let's get it. Well, you know, okay, so what to my point, I just think he's an all-around football guy, a stud. I mean, I watched Alabama play, of course, we all did that, because, you know, like, SEC, they love, the SEC, the best conference in college football.
Y'all say that's how people play football.
I watched a lot of Will Anderson, and I liked them last year, and I definitely liked them a little bit differently this year, even though they didn't make it to the Natty. But Will, man, to me, besides his size, he checked a lot of the boxes for me. Athleticism, his speed, his aggressiveness. Now to your point about they not jumping off, all these guys not jumping off the screen to you. When you get down to my next picks, you'll notice that I'm going with size. I'm going with size over a lot of things that I may like until I get down to number 5. I'm going with size. Who fits the measurable of a prototypical defensive end? So you need to. I want you over 6. Can you be 6'5" or 6'6"? Can you be that? And can you have a trunk about what 240, 245? And you can carry 245 with good speed.
Hey, hold on, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
Happy birthday, Jerry Stevens, my dog, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Doug High. The man was a football player, the man was a basketball player, the man was a baseball player, and he did all 3 of them well. And he is the only guy who could hit my junk pitch, the eephus. Could nobody hit the eephus but Jerry Stevens? Jerry Stevens used to park that thing to the cemetery down there. So you know what I'm saying.
What's up, Jerry, man? We give you all that love right there, then you got my love without even me having to see the record books and all that stuff. What's up, Stevens? Thanks for joining.
Jerry Stevens could play. Jerry Stevens could start at DN, then he could start at linebacker, then he could turn around and start at tight end, and then when we needed him, he would line up at running back and he'd run for 100 yards on 4. And he had the meanest stiff arm in the game. So,
but yeah. I heard that. Well, get what?
One of the best in the business. One of the best to ever wear that black and gold, in my opinion.
225 certified. When he come out, that makes your sense. He came out 90.
Came out 90.
Okay.
Came out 90. He was a year before me. He was one of those guys that, you know, that raised me. You know what I'm saying? It's like you know, see, a lot of y'all had to play JV stuff. Like I never played JV. I mean,
I never played JV because I didn't go out when I got the Doug. I didn't initially want to be there. I was mad at my mama. I want to go there. I'm mad at my mom for about 2 years, and then I woke up. Yeah. But anyway,
yeah. Back to Will Anderson though. So I'm gonna tell you what. I took.
You heard what I said about the measurables, right? I'm all the rest of my picks. You're gonna see me talk about size and weight because to your point, you better be able to tackle these NFL tackles here. Because like you said, they nimble and they big and they strong. But go ahead.
My dude who he scout the SEC.
Okay.
And so like I would just tell you, I was like, tell me what you think about Will Anderson. He was like, I love Will Anderson, but I have some questions as to how well his dominance will translate to the NFL. What is his dominant trait other than instincts? His size, no. Speed, no. His strength to power, no. He is not special athletically. So the question is, are the sack numbers he accumulated in the SEC, are they inflated? And that was his thing on Will Anderson. So and Marlon just said it. He is a tweet. So to me, for him, how do you plan to use him? Are you gonna stand him up and let him rush, or are you just gonna put his hand in the ground every play? That's the $1 million question.
I will use okay. I'm gonna go with this point. Michael done proved himself in the NFL. We was number high senses on him, but he was a linebacker. He wasn't an edge rusher, and we evaluated him like a linebacker. But okay, I'm gonna get off that because I got you. You got more some things on there on analytics maybe that I'm not getting when I say that. What I like about I will play Will like they play Michael. I'm not telling you that he's that guy, but I will play him like that. I don't know if I can put him in the middle and plug him in the middle and be a run stuffer. I don't know if I can do that. I think he's small enough where I can do him on the edge and let his football, his natural talent, whatever the guy just told you, read, his natural IQ of the game. I'm not saying that he's got to be big, fast, but he's just got a natural talent of playing the game. And I would love his instinct to take over and be that type of guy. So I would put him on the edge. That's the only reason why I was going to tell you when we came on, hey, man, can we not use tweeners? Can we not use linebacker? Because he's supposed to be a linebacker, but I guess he's gonna go in the draft as a
linebacker. He's a DN.
Yeah, but that's why I went in.
For a lot of DNs, if you're gonna be on the field every play, you're gonna have sometimes drop a cover. If they got a zone blitz going, you might drop out.
He can do that.
And so
he can do that.
But so when you say Mike, and so the reason why I say you got to be careful compared to Michael Parsons, he's not going to run as fast as Michael Parsons. No way. Michael Parsons is a legit 4-4 guy.
Yeah, he's legit.
Will Anderson is not that. So
no, he's not.
We have to be careful
when I do that.
when saying that, because like you'll probably be the only person to say that. Like nobody, if you watch anything, you will not hear nobody put them two in the same category. So you got to be careful. Like me personally,
I would use them like they use Michael. I put him on the edge. I don't want to put him
it's hard to use him like Michael because he can't run like Michael, and that's why they won't use him like that. So again, for me, are you gonna just put him at end and let him come up field? Are you gonna teach him? Is he gonna? I think he's smart enough to learn all the stuff that he gonna have to learn, but he gonna have to definitely get stronger.
Well, so you're right.
He gonna have to get stronger. So when we talk about, like I say, like me personally, I thought it should have came out last year because I think once you come back, he was hot as fish grease. Like he wasn't gonna get no hotter than he was last year. But when you come back, and this is what everybody does, and this is what everybody did to him this year, they start poking holes in your game. And that's why he's not. This time last year, he was the talk of the draft, but he decided to come back. And this is where NIL and all those things come back.
You don't think that by him coming back? Okay, so I believe coming back is by positions sometimes where it's real valuable, like quarterbacks. I don't mind quarterbacks staying a little longer because they, like you say, that man 40 years old in college.
Yeah,
because they're still trying to work on their craft with their tool. Do you think besides his position, since he was hot as fish grease based on last year as opposed to this year, is it because now his position is hot? He would have gotten the NFA, might not have been as great as you might have thought he was. What you think about it? Did he learn something staying back? Did he learn something?
If you look at the film, No.
You think
And this is what I'm saying. And Jerry, you're right. He a true junior, so he had to come back. But when you're as great as he was, and see this and that next year, everybody. I mean, they did the Trevor Lawrence. They stamped Trevor Lawrence as a freshman. Remember when people say Trevor Lawrence didn't have to play no more college football after his freshman year of college? That was the thing. He won the natty. Everybody like, oh my God, he ready now. He should sit out 2 years and then go to the draft. The longer you're there and the more film they get on you, they start poking the holes. And so that's what Will Anderson is facing. Like, he gonna still go top 5. He's still gonna be a top 10 draft pick.
Okay,
But
if you believe that, so that means
now,
he a football player. He a football player. Is that what you're saying?
I think he's a special talent, but I'm saying now people, because he was deemed this, oh my God, he's this, like he the guy.
Yeah.
Now people, Marlon just said, they put the microscope on you, and now they say, well, he can't do this. Well, he can't do this, and he can't do this. So it's one of those things where, like I say, his pedigree is such, and he played at Alabama, and he played in so many big games, so he has that working for him. But I think at the same time too, it's gonna be so many people who are gonna be like, man, like, I don't want him, and I don't think he's gonna be Clelin Ferrell, but that's what people now that start scaring people. People like, yeah, has he peaked? Or is he, you know what I'm saying? And so the NFL is always about, and all the leagues about you ascending, not leveling out. People, they want you to continue to climb.
Yeah, but
he plateaued, and now he do this. So that's just the thing. And between the combine and leading up to the draft, his name is going to be it's going to be so much going back and forth about his name. So,
well, you know what? Like, they got to take a chance, man. I believe in some of these undersized tweeners. You got these people that don't fit the weight, height, and size. But like Jerry did say earlier in the chat, he said you can't measure heart. And there's something about when I watch Will Anderson on just watch him play the game. And I'm talking about regular, not just watching film to kind of get me some more nuggets to talk about what we're talking about today. I just think he's just a hell of a football player, and a hell of a football player you're gonna be able to use. He'll show some value somewhere. And to your point, you said got to get in the right system. You said if he was to go to Seattle, he definitely probably could be something. Like, damn, boy, they got a good pick. But we'll see how that play out. I do have him one. Did you? I guess you didn't have him one, or you said you did.
No. I had him at 1, but as I was not
the Michael Parsons comparison.
So but like don't say that. Don't say that. As we were leading up to this, and his name, like I say, every meeting we had this week, like I say, this time last year, people were like, this is people like, so we gonna see Jared. You're right, coming up with reasons not to draft you so high.
They're gonna do that,
and that's what ends up happening. But he plays a position that's always a need. I always talk about quarterback. Go get the quarterback, protect the quarterback. Those are the top 3 money makers in the NFL. So he plays a position where somebody's gonna take a chance on him. Who do you got at number 2?
Number 2, at flip flop. But I'm gonna stick my guns. I went with old Tyrese Wilson out of Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
I went with him, and you'll find out why I did my number 3. I looked at his size and measurables. That's what I did. I'm with you. I don't think this is a dominated edge class. And we got, like you say, we ain't got no boasters in there. So what I did was I said, let me look at some of the talent, but I want to see if they got the measurables instead of some of these big old offense, these right tackles and these left tackles. 6'6", 275. Got a trunk on. Long, big. I like his motor. What I said is he's very strong. His game is like more of a bull rush and a strong game. He didn't have a lot of hand movement, like you said. I didn't see a lot of hand movement and nice moves, spin moves. He ain't got that. He gonna catch you with power. I want to see some more plays where he bent a little bit more. You know how you bend, but I guess that bend, you got to be special to be 6'6" and 275 and really can bend like some of the smaller defensive end like a Freeney. You know, Freeney just ain't even supposed to be no defensive end by his measure, but that dude got a bend and he got speed. And he got more, and he's special. He's special, right? So I want to see him bend a little bit more. But I like his strength. I like his measurables. I had him at 2. I flip flop with that, so we're gonna see my next one. But I went ahead and nudged him on up with 2, just looking at the eye test.
Then now it's so crazy because he's the guy that kind of he the darling right now. Everybody is all of a sudden they falling in love with him. His length. You know, 6'6". You know, he got that wingspan. Now he did have an injury late in the season, so he missed like the end of the season. He got hurt like in early November, so he missed the rest of the season. But he's a guy that can get to the quarterback, and even when you kind of stalemate him, he got that long wingspan, and so he can just. They like long arm freaky guys. So he one of those guys when y'all gonna hear this during the combine. Y'all gonna hear it when he gonna take his visits, his pro day. Everybody gonna talk about his length. He got these long ass arms, and that bodes well.
It do.
And we talk about Will Anderson 6'4". This guy 6'6".
Yes.
People are always listen, y'all. Hey, we didn't make the rules. Y'all play sports. Y'all know this.
Yep. Your ass small.
They love size.
They love size. Your ass small. You got a house.
Everybody loves size. They just, I don't care what you do. They just be like, man, he bigger than him. That's a big man game. He bigger than him. He bigger. It don't mean he better, but he bigger than him. I know it sounds crazy, but this just the way of the world. Like, I ain't make the rule.
No, you're right. That's probably why I naturally talk loud. Because I gotta be heard to see, because you're gonna overlook somebody small and short. You're gonna do it by nature. That's what you're right. So I think everybody know what you're talking about. I don't think we gotta coach them up on this foolishness.
Yeah, so I mean it's just crazy because y'all, I ain't gonna even lie, y'all. Listen, I be sitting on these calls sometimes, and I be amazed by some of the stuff that come out some of the people's mouth. But then I'm not amazed because I just always sit and think about, well, I mean, this has gone on since the beginning of time.
But basically, get what?
They just like bigger people. They just do.
Yeah, they do. And you gonna fall in love with them when it's come down to making decisions that's gonna cost millions and millions of dollars. You're gonna end up going with what you really like. And size gonna come. You be like, man, I love this guy, but this guy, I can work with him. You're gonna find reasons to work with that size and try to cook that size up. Besides checking the other guy that could be medium build and medium in all those other measurables. Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, so
I don't know. So did we do the same thing with 2? Because I know
we 1 or 2. Yeah. Okay. 1 or 2. We on the same page. Then we gonna come out the rails. I know we finna come out the rails right now.
We might do, but
we gonna come out the rails right here. I know we coming out the rails.
All right, we coming out the rails. Okay. So my number 3 pick, and I'm gonna tell you this. It's so funny. I put in my notes. I hate Clemson. I hate looking at number 98 because I think about Jamal Anderson. Jamal, he played tight. We moved him on defense. And the Falcon fell for the banana in the tailpipe. So when I saw 98, which is my number 3 person, Miles Murphy, my number 3, I had to stop and look. I was hesitant because the first thing, that's why I had to tell you the joke. I don't know, Maceo. The man look coached up. He don't look like a Jamal Allen. He don't look like he was converted from a tight end and say he got speed. He looked like he coached up. I ain't say he popped off the paper for a minute. Just, whoa. He didn't do all that because his class they did that. But after looking at other guys in my top 10 and trying to measure them out, I said I can go with him. It's like he been just solidly coached up by Dabo.
So here you go. You fell for the banana in the tailpipe.
I might eat look, I said he got a little
you
bit.
You didn't listen to nothing we said to start this show. We just talked about Clelin Ferrell.
We did. We did.
Clelin Ferrell is gonna be the reason that this guy gonna probably slide a little bit because so inside NFL circles.
Yes, go ahead. Talk to me.
You can't trust Clemson defensive ends. They say they soft. They say they get to the lead. They say them boys that they don't like Clemson's defensive end. Like I say, Clelin Ferrell is when dog tell you if you didn't know nothing about football, and if I popped on Clelin Ferrell tape, I popped on this tape, they the same guy. Look dominant, but see the thing about this guy right here, your number 3.
Yeah.
Vic B. Vic B's another guy. Vic B. Vic B balling the XFL on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. But that 98 scared me. No, that 98. I saw 98. I thought about Jamal Anderson. I see.
Yeah. God. Well. Again, see, you failed. Right. You put him at 3. So again, this is where you have to be careful.
Okay, talk to me because you go ahead.
But no, you have.
I want to look at what you look at when he look at his play, like his stability. Like, do he look coached up though, Maceo?
But he had Clemson. He had Clemson. So when you say he looked coached up,
yes.
So many times, like dog, when you play at schools like Clemson, where you not like, it's so many studs on the field that Clemson is probably gonna be more talented than 96% of the teams they play.
Okay.
So a lot of times these guys are gonna look like, but look at that ACC championship game. Look at the bowl game.
Yeah.
You know, this guy scared me. Clemson defensive guys in the trenches scare me. And this even before Clelin Ferrell, like say, they're throwing out Vic Beasley. It's a lot of guys. You go look at a lot of
Vic never sold me day one. Vic didn't sell me.
He didn't have to sell you. He sold the NFL.
He sold the NFL.
He got drafted. He got paid, and he did lead the NFL in sacks one season. But again, this is where you have to worry about these Clemson guys because Clemson recruit so well.
Yeah.
That you're going to you're just gonna look good because you at end, the mother at tackle probably a 4 or 5 star. The damn linebacker behind you probably a 4 or 5 star. You know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna buy again. Clemson is almost like the creme de la creme of the ACC. They get, listen, the Devil got 2 natties sitting up there.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? They recruit like a mug, but you just have to be careful with the Clemson guys.
Mate, I say he has a little bend. I say I like his get off. And that's kind of all I said. And when I say look like he coached up, he don't do nothing, I guess, so spectacular where it's wild, but he just, to me, seemed to be fundamentally sound coming off the edge. Like he read his reads. You see him, like, especially when they're doing an RPO. I don't see him biting in there. It just seemed like he got a little discipline. Just like he coached up, but he's not no superstar. He ain't got this you got guys that's just crafty, they're just smart, they just got an IQ and a sense for the ball. I don't say I see that in him, but he just looks solid enough. Why I looked at some of the other guys. I got another guy on the list. You just probably laughing, but he gonna be my number 5. He gonna trip you out. I like it.
And so again, so like I say,
I like it.
he gonna be one of these guys when he show up at the combine, because he a freak. Now he is a freak athlete.
Yep.
He gonna show up, he gonna run fast, he gonna jump high, he gonna do all that stuff. He gonna do all that stuff. But the question he's going to get in these meetings with different teams, and this the word in NFL streets on this guy.
Go ahead.
Word in NFL streets is the reason why his play kind of declined down the stretch. They think he was protecting himself. They saying, hey, he
might be got an injury we don't know about.
They say he kind of checked out. They say he was like, hey, I'm close to the money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was making business decisions.
They think he was making business decisions. So that's the word on him. So
why you feel about that, Eve? How do you feel about that now in this climate?
I mean, I listen. So I understand.
Okay.
But I don't like it because everything is on film. You're getting evaluated. These guys know what it looked like to check out.
Yeah.
These guys know what it's like to like I say, some gonna understand, but some are gonna be like, I mean, so
check out Tim. Okay, talk about this real quick with your synopsis. What about Thibodeau? Because they was questioning him about his he had to defend himself about this very scenario. But look what he did on the field though. He was like, I hear all the talk, but watch when I come to work.
But look how long it took him to do it on the field. He still faced injuries. I mean, it took him a minute to get going. And when they draft you that high, and so see the difference between this kid, Thibodeau was the best high school player in America when he came out of high school. So the expectation was always high on Thibodeau.
Okay.
This guy is not the best guy in America. So he's not gonna get the same scrutiny as Thibodeau. And Thibodeau put himself in a position because he talked too much. See, Thibodeau, every time a microphone was in his face, he had something to say. And that's why so many people had so much to say about him, because he never shut up. Now, he backed it up at the end of the season, but that's why he had such a rough beginning, because he never mastered the art of, hey man, dog, let your game be loud. Like, dog, you ain't got to talk about it. But it was instances where we saw Thibodeau check out of big games. We saw it. And that dogged him.
It dogged him. It dogged him. He had to talk about it and convince himself. Right. He couldn't wait till he hit the field. He got hit with some adversity with the injury, to your point. But then at the end of the year, my name Thibodeau.
Yeah. You know, but guess what though? So guess what they're gonna ask Thibodeau in off season? Now, because see, now you rich. What you gonna do in year 2? Because now the league gonna adjust to you. Now, are you gonna do a Michael Parsons? Well, Michael Parsons got better from year 1 to year 2.
Yeah.
Hey, Thibodeau, are you gonna get better from year 1 to year 2? Or are you gonna go into that artsy thing you like to do? You the smartest guy in the room. You the most cultured guy in the room. You know what I'm saying? You like letting people know that. So
I actually like him. So I'm kind of biased. And I'm rooting for him because I actually wanted to get him. Remember we were talking about that when he was like pass rush. I was howling because I knew Hutch was gonna go. I said, man, Hutch gone. Let that go. Detroit gonna get them hometown boy. I got it. Let's get this guy right here. So I'm rooting for him, but I just wanted to say that though, because if this guy had just checked out, you know, and that's the talk around it. Was he protecting his money? Was he protecting his brand, getting ready for the combine, which is not a good look, great look, but we understand about the climate. That's why we got NIL. Everything is, we want these young kids to be prosperous and make money. Let's see what
NIL, you shouldn't be checking out because NIL, you making good money already. So, dog, you shouldn't be stout. You get a nice check already.
Already,
So
right? Yeah, if
I shouldn't see you. Yeah, I ain't gonna stick my arm out there right there on that play. Like
alligator on bust
those
up.
are questions he's gonna have to answer. Like they gonna grill him about that. They gonna grill him about it. So
Yeah, I know they did. They did. You want like that.
I like your little list.
But you got a 3.
I didn't have him at 3. I'm gonna see who you got at 4 because your 4 might be my 3.
Okay, it might be. So my so my 4 is Florida State.
Oh, I ain't got nobody Florida State in my top. Hold on, let me see.
Listen.
I ain't got nobody from Florida State in my double. Who the hell you got?
No, Verse. I got Verse. Gerard Verse. Gerard. It was Jerry Verse. Jerry Verse. So guess what? So it took me a minute to put him on there because I didn't have him there. I didn't have him there because I watched it. I watched the little game and I like, okay. I said, okay, I see what everybody keep trying to clamor about this guy. But here again, looking at all the other people that's on the list, because I think I ain't got the LSU guy. I don't have him.
Well, so he ain't even on my list, Pete.
Yeah. Who that? Oh, my guy ain't on your list.
Whoever you talking about, he ain't even on my list, Pete. I'm scrolling my list like.
But from Florida State.
Yeah, nah, I ain't even got him on my list, dog.
Boy, stop playing, man. That man, really?
Really?
Okay, it might be. Hey, listen, I put it like this. I got him on the list.
I mean, this your list, so
right. I saw them. They moved him around. I saw a little versatility. I thought he had a little athletic ability. I ain't gonna say freakish, but I saw a little athletic ability to him. Whatever. My main thing was his versatility, moving around the line. I thought that a lot of defense in where you could put him in different places, put him over the center, or put him over the tackle, and just move him around. I thought that was good, and I saw that they did him like that at Florida State, and he made good on it. Wherever they did, he made good on it. So again, there might be another ACC thing because now I'm feeling a thing with ACC. We got Clemson guy, ACC. We got Florida State guy, ACC. So I don't really know. You said you ain't even got nowhere on the list. He ain't even in the top 25. God dang. The man got to be in the top 25. But yeah, I thought he was all right. I mean, I took me a minute to try to put him on there, but when I looked at him over again, I tried to look at some more tape. I said, okay, I got him. I put him at 4. And I kind of listened to some other people talk about him that know a little bit more, or they got the analytics and some more numbers behind his game. So I put him at 4. He said he ain't got him on the list. He ain't in top 25.
Nah, he ain't even on my list. Like I said, I gotta scroll down my list. Let me see who you got at number 5 then, Pete.
Okay, yeah. Now see, this one I struggle with. Now this is the one I said I've reached for. And it's that I'm finna go to Atlanta, Southwest Atlanta. SEC got the best players in college football. I got your boy Dietrich Hall, Auburn. Dietrich Hall. Now, I know it's a reach. It's a Dietrich. I think it's Dietrich Hall. Got it on my list right here. Dietrich Hall from Auburn. From Auburn.
Okay.
Yeah, from Auburn. Yeah. That was it's always yeah. Now I tell you who was ahead of. He was ahead of my boy from USC, defensive end, because I watch USC football because my boy Caleb Williams. So I kind of bumped him out. And I also bumped out one of your guys from OU. About that, I bumped out what's his name? Number 9. Zach. I bumped Zach out. Zach Harrison. I bumped him out. I bumped Zach Harrison out, and I bumped my guy out from USC at 5. You know the one I'm talking about, Chibi Tupalupo, something like that.
Yeah.
I like him. I like his motor. I watched him because I watched Caleb. But when I went back and watched because Darren Hall went on my radar. He wasn't even on my radar. I started looking at his guy like, okay, this guy I like his little motor. I like something about him. He just jumped out on the screen on me. So I kept watching. I said, okay, I could put him at 5 because everybody is, like you said, this class is funny. This class is funny.
Yeah, now going back to Tuli Tupiala, the
Yeah,
USC guy.
yeah, I like him.
So I think you have to take him out of when you look at like so. It seems funny that when you talk about defense at USC, you be like that don't even make sense.
Right, but that
They
boy
don't go
played
together.
ball. Right.
But you have to take him outside of, and this is what Scott do. You have to project his skill set to the NFL. And his skill set is much better for the NFL than in that raggedy system that they had at USC.
Oh, what's our coach name?
Lincoln Riley. Like Lincoln Riley Lincoln Riley don't even care about defense. So he only care what they do. Matter of fact, it don't even look like they practice, but that's neither here nor there. But his skill set translates well to the NFL because he a heat-seeking missile. He get to the ball. I want to say he had like 14 or 15 sacks this year.
No, he will, man. Listen, he made plays in big games too, man. So, and you know what they're not going to be on the right. Reason why I kind of flip flop with him and your boy Zach Harrison. I flip flop with him. It's his size. They're going to try to chump him on. They're going to try to chump him on his size. So but if you so one of my notes on the USC guy said got a motor, a playmaker. And then I was watching a lot of his takes. He got this little hop step when he rushing the passer. It's some little, I don't know if you've been watching. He got this little jump step he do.
Yeah.
I guess, and you probably get away with it in college, but it's been very effective for him because he does it all the time. And so, I just like his motor, man. He'll playmaker, man. I just don't know what NFL people gonna say. They're gonna look at him and say, like you say,
no, they're not for him. For him, they're gonna look outside of because this is how they look at defensive players who play for Lincoln Riley. Get them in the NFL, we're gonna coach them up because they're not getting coached up in college. This kid's skill set jump off the like it ain't no doubt he'll playmaker. Ain't no doubt about it. He shoot the gap. He's a real good blitzer. They line him up multiple places at USC, and the thing he outside of, like I say, he's only one man. See, 11 people on the field.
Yeah,
he doing his job. You got 10 other guys who out there, they just there. I don't know what I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, but he almost single-handedly almost won one of them games where he had caught them interceptions and ran them in touchdown. He was a sack maniac. Yeah. Got what game that was. I don't know if it was I don't forget what game it was, but he was going crazy.
So his skill set translates to the NFL. He has a NFL skill set that people are gonna be like, yeah. And I'm telling you, scouts like him. Scouts like him a lot. Like I said, so he in my top 5. It wasn't no question for me. Was I gonna put him in my top 5? Cause I had him at 4.
You had him at 4. Okay, good.
I had him at 3.
Oh, yeah, him at 3.
I had him at 3. I had Myles Murphy. I dropped Myles Murphy under him.
Okay.
I just think this kid is more explosive than Myles Murphy. You
do?
Yeah,
but Myles a little bit. Well, I guess I know he don't get fooled by the Clemson because he's a little bigger than my boy.
Yeah, but he actually got to the quarterback.
Yeah,
Myles Murphy didn't. So that was just my thing. We talking about DN. I need a guy who I know who got a history of getting to the quarterback.
The quarterback. Talk to me about my boy Aaron. Is he honorable mention for you? Because the boy got number 29 from Auburn. 29.
So let me see why I got him on my list, dog.
Talk to me, man. And like you say, we don't really know. We projecting. We don't know who gonna mess up, who gonna do good, who want to be at Icebox. And you got some of these guys might want to be at Icebox. And you know what I'm talking about. So then we done made all these projections. But what you think about this guy? That guy, man, let me tell you something. The dude, have you ever seen somebody don't care about their body and they just run into people? When I was looking at some of his tape and how he hitting and all that stuff, I said, this dude just like the collision. He just want to run into somebody. I like the dude. He's undersized though, so I got to go on and give you that.
So you know what? And that's why he ain't on my list. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's on my list.
He's
But
6'3", 250.
First thing I said, size. So to me, he's gonna end up being like a wheel linebacker. He not gonna play defense end. Like they just not gonna do it. So that's why he not like high on my list. So
Marlon said he got that destruction button. And that's what he do that.
Yeah, you know that's that Dramon Stillwell. Remember how Stillwell?
Stillwell, that's my man, little Stillwell.
Stillwell with that wedge buster.
But we went, man, the kickoff team, but Stillwell would go down there and just plow in the mud.
Like, he didn't care about his body. Stillwell would go in there, cross body tackle that wedge. Hey,
oh my God.
Ask Stillwell how they worked in college.
Oh, did he go? We went to Tuskegee. Where he went to?
Yeah, ask Stillwell how they worked in college.
He had to make the business 6 years. He said it didn't work.
It didn't work. He ran out there one time. He tried it. Yeah. It didn't work. It didn't work. Who you got number 5, Pete?
That was my. I think I told you that was my sleep at 5 at Derek, but it was along with your boy from Zach Harrison out of Ohio State. Watched his game, I like him, and then I had my boy Tuli.
I didn't like Zach Harrison. Zach Harrison was a guy who had all the hype coming out of high school. He was like the best player in the country, all that stuff. He had an okay career at Ohio State. They actually glad to see him leave. They like, bye, dude. Like we've had enough.
So he's 6'6". He's 6'6", 271. So
yeah, but he didn't play. He didn't play 6'6", 271. He did.
He's
Now I'm telling you.
Yeah.
To me, like I say, just to me, the most intriguing guy in this draft is BJ Ojulari.
I knew you were going to say LSU.
He is the most intriguing guy in this draft because the one thing we know about LSU and guys from LSU, they are football players. They are football players. And he has this unique knack of just wrecking shit.
I thought you were gonna have him. I said that I thought you were gonna have him up higher than that because everybody.
No, I won't have him high because 6'3". 6'3".
Yeah, 6'3".
But he just a guy who, again, he make play. He always around the ball. He calls fumbles. He just get his hand. So I like, if I'm a defensive guy, I like playmakers.
Yeah.
I like guys who gonna flip the field, bump that bat and the ball down. They're gonna tip it to the side. They're gonna pick it off. They're gonna be reach for that thing. They're gonna get fumbles. Like he just always like it was never not a time. I think about that Arkansas game. He was like a one-man game against Arkansas. Like they couldn't block him. I mean, he harassed. They had no answer for him. No answer. And he constantly. Whenever you watch his film, you just be like, "That was him again."
Yeah,
him again.
The media. I did my homework. I looked at a couple of things. I listened to people talk about it. They like him too. To your point, like he getting buzz because he wasn't up there on a lot of Pro Football Focus didn't have him up there. They had him. Pro Football Focus had him at 7. So Walter Football had him at 10. So I'm looking at what they're doing, but then when I listen to the TV, I was to the tube because I'm not in these rooms like you right now. So I listen to what they're saying, and they got a buzz around them. But when I look at them on film, sometimes I don't know. Maybe I got to look at some more because I try to look at more than one. I don't try to look at one highlight, but then sometimes they repeat the same highlight where he made the tackle. So I have to really just kind of look the first step, see what he do on the first step, see if he got hand. See if he uses hands a lot. Also, making plays, you always trying to strip the ball and cause a turnover. And I don't know. Maybe he one of them guys that just gonna mess around here and you can't see it right off the bat, but it's gonna show up at the next level. Cause he trended.
Boat would say, which DN got bad intentions? Where's that list?
Oh, shit. I just told you one of them. That damn boy, like I told you, that boy Derek, boy, that boy just running to you, boy. That dude just running to you. Listen, that dude got a fumble. He got picked up a fumble or interception. So he turned into a running back. Man, that dude could plow over the running back and trying to tackle him. I say, golly, this dude, he violent. He like contact. But I ain't seen nobody like that in this draft like that almost. Besides, maybe our boy from Texas Tech. I seen Tyree Wilson make a couple of little bone jarring hits,
blowing guys up.
Yeah, I seen him make. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Melvin Peaks, we gave you a homework assignment.
You did. Now you gotta do your draft picks all the way till you get to me. Then I can say, go.
Okay. So now,
Yeah,
I'm ready for that. Then hold on.
Yeah. I know. I said he gonna tell me this might happen, and then you sitting there where you at.
Let me pull up my mock draft because I had to turn one in. I was like, y'all know I don't do no mock drafts. Then I be petty. I be adding trades and everything. I be like, I made a trade. Like, man, will you just turn in a list? I be like, no, y'all know I'm goofy, man. Y'all know I'm goofy. Y'all know I'm goofy.
I'm interested to see how many coming off the board.
All right, Mel P. So this is the mock draft I turned in, Mel P. So we're gonna do this according to
my mock draft. Yeah, wide out, baby.
So at number 1, the Chicago Bears was the first pick in the NFL draft. The Chicago Bears take Will Anderson from Alabama.
Okay, second good pick.
At number 2, the Houston Texans, they select Bryce Young, quarterback from Alabama.
Makes sense.
At number 3, the Arizona Cardinals, they select Jalen Carter, University of Georgia.
Okay.
At number 4, the Indianapolis Colts select C.J. Stroud.
All right.
At number 5, the Denver Broncos, surprise, surprise, your guys come off the board, Tyree Wilson.
Okay. Yep.
At number 5, he's going to Seattle. That's going to Seattle because they got that pick from the Denver Broncos. Right.
Yeah, right. I figured it would. I figured it would.
At number 6, the LA Rams, because they're going to trade Jalen Ramsey. They're going to select Joey Porter Jr., corner from Penn State. Number 7, the Raiders. They need a quarterback, so they're going to take Will Levis. At number 8, Melvin Peaks. The Atlanta Falcons are on the clock. Melvin Peaks with the 8th pick in the NFL draft. Melvin Peaks for the Atlanta Falcons. Southwest Atlanta is dependent on you. Who you're taking, Melvin Peaks?
We're going with that guy.
Hold on. GM Peaks. GM Peaks. Who are you taking at number 8 for the Atlanta Falcons?
Man, we know we still go with that cornerback out of We're going with number 31, Maceo. We're going with a corner because the Clemson linebacker number 98 scares me. He scares me with that jersey. I know we want pass rusher. They got pass rusher on our list. I even think I seen a mock draft where we were trying to get one of those linebackers. But I'm thinking with the best corner that you did not call.
Yeah,
because nobody needs
Corner came on my board yet.
I'm going with my corner right now. So everybody, we haven't done linebackers. We haven't done, we did corners. We did really like free safeties and all that stuff.
You taking the corner from,
based on what we at right now, because if Anderson is gone, I like Anderson as a football player for my team. So that's number 1. He's gone. And Tyree Wilson, we both agreed that I feel like that's a number 2, or it either could be number 1 if you want to be talking about pure pass rusher. And leave Will at the linebacker spot. He would have been number 1. So I would have got him, but he's going off the board. So then we get down to 3. Do I like Miles? I do. I said some good things about him, but is Miles better than the number one corner? See, that's where my level's at. Is Miles better than yeah? So I think my number one corner is better than Miles at 3.
Right.
For what I want.
So GMPs, you believe in the philosophy of best available according to your board.
Yeah, how about that? I guess I did. I subscribe for that right now based on need. So it's like it's got to be 1A and 1B and not 1 and 2 because best available, but a need. I ain't doing no more unicorn because I didn't even want the unicorn in the beginning. So Lisa, quit talking about offense because I never really said offense in the draft. GM just keep picking offense, and Maceo even predicted we were gonna get Drake London. Maceo's like, man, y'all gonna get Drake London. I say, man, stop. Just what you tell you. And then we didn't get Drake London. You called it. So
that's only because I be talking. That's only because I be talking to everybody. So I mean,
you talk to everybody better, but you called it though. And we didn't need that really. To be honest with you, we didn't need that like that. We didn't even need Kyle because I didn't want Kyle. I wanted. You know who I want. I still could love that guy in our system, Justin Fields at that time. That was in the draft. If you want to get number 8, you could have came back up for Chicago and got Fields. But that's neither here nor there. That's two drafts ago. Two drafts ago. Yeah. So I'm going with Corner Maceo.
I love it. Lisa says she's gonna do a blog about the unicorn. That's gonna be entertaining.
It sure is. I'm watching it. Let me know what you gonna do with your.
I'm scared for the unicorn. Lisa gonna probably. Yeah. Mel P, I'm proud of you.
Man, I did homework, man. I like, for some reason too. I like all this stuff that we do because I have a good time. But I like this part of it because you get to watch and get to see with your own eyes and what you think. And everything is like we did. You, Lisa, everybody. It's a draft pick. It's a crapshoot. So we just trying to see what our eyes and based on statistics and history can tell us who might be the choice. But when Icebox come in, Instagram, the yacht parties, when all that stuff get into play, then she go hell in the handbasket.
Yeah, that's you know what? I'm proud of you, Pete.
I appreciate it, Mason.
I like the way you say, hey, third pass rusher, best corner.
Can't do without it.
I'm taking the best corner.
Taking the best corner.
You GM right there, my boy. You GM right there, my boy.
Appreciate you. Every now and then a little pat on the back sometimes. I appreciate it.
Hey man, we gonna end on that note right there because I don't want you to say nothing else crazy. I'm gonna leave that right there. We gonna frame that right there.
You want me to say you score, I score? You want me to say that?
No, we got like you even say it then. So yeah, well, it like the microphone went out or something. But we don't know. Yeah. We not gonna say that now.
No.
Lisa, that make Lisa cringe when you say stuff like that. You score.
I know I do.
You score.
Come on, Devin Witherspoon. We ready for you to come on out. We're gonna show you around. Devin, we're gonna show you around. State Farm Arena. And you ain't going anywhere, Devin. I just play. We get Devin Jack though, man. I gotta look at. I want to see all Devin's background. I'm looking more about that boy Devin. I don't want to fall in love with him because I don't know what defense gonna do. But they better get the first player. Man, they whole draft better be defense.
It should.
That whole draft better be defense.
It should be. Everybody, we're gonna end there because we don't want Melvin Peace to say nothing else crazy because he ended on a very high note, y'all. And then he had you know what I'm saying? He really believed what he said right there, and he put some thought into it, y'all. That man said, third best rusher, best corner on the board. Yes, I sure everybody. We're gonna cut it right there. We're gonna cut it.
I ain't gonna say that.
We're gonna cut it. Watch the XFL Thursday night, everybody. XFL is up Thursday. You got Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, baby.
What we doing that week?
Next week, we going linebackers. We going linebackers. We're looking for some. Let's see if we can find some middle. We need a middle linebacker, so I'm gonna be looking hard. Yeah. So we're gonna do a same type exercise next week where because my mock draft might change. So you might find your linebacker. We'll see if you like one of these linebackers. Everybody, that's our show, man. The weekend, y'all, I'll be in Detroit. I'm going to do some work with the Lions, y'all. All I care about is the care package, though. I just want the care package. I'm just going for the care package.
Throw something in there for the boy, man. Throw me a nugget, man. I've been on this show with you a long time.
Yeah. You know I'm stuck because I'm not gonna wear no Honolulu blue. And your son went to Westlake, so it's close to Lions.
See, that's our line. Yeah. See, because I got
you get away with it. You get away with it. Me, not so much. Lisa, I'm checking the weather. It's cold up there. It's 75 in Atlanta. It's 34 in the D. Yeah, I know I'll be singing that song as soon as I touch that. It's so cold in the D.
I love it.
We gone, y'all.
Peace.